All right. Now I've been getting a lot of things, which I don't care. I just expect to restring something when I purchase it. When I need something, I'll pay a little bit more, whatever. So I got some really great stuff around my house. It's been here since or not in this particular house, but it's been in. That was bought for me as a child since the 70s. Now today's my birthday. I'm 53. I thought I was already 53, but it happens to be I'm a year younger because I don't care. I want to be 62 so I can collect Social Security early before it runs out. I like that. All right, this is the way you do it, okay? Now, it's opposite when you look at it, when you're watching me do it. So, whatever, okay? Here is your right leg and your left leg. And we're going to be doing it then backwards. So, here's your pelvis. Now, if you look down inside the pelvis, you can see possibly the lighting sucks in here. So, let's get the light on here. You'll see a little pin down in here. Now, Type 0 bodies don't have a pin. Sometimes I squeeze them to make sure they're clicked in good, but this one's good. Anything you buy from this guy is awesome, okay? Now, the right way to restring these, I usually have to restring them all. I never restrung right, very seldom, is you take this leg, okay? Now, this would be your left leg, so we're going to start the left leg backwards. Now you take the string in on this side, see the little hole? On the outside part of the leg, and you run that through. Zip, okay? And you pull that bitch, and you kind of get it straight somewhat. Then you leave this string dangling to the side. A lot of activity outside today. The pit bull's not real happy. And now, if you can see that little pin up in there, you can see it real good. Okay, see that pin? We're going to go up on this side and up through the top on that side of the pin. Same size as the leg. And then we're going to go back down and go through the other side of the pin and pull it out through the bottom. Okay? And then this time, you go on the inside of the leg, which would be your right leg, or in this sense, and then you pull it through, and then you go back up through, same side, up, and then you take the other side, and then you go to the same side, up through this side of the pen. So both these strings now, pull them tight. Now look. Those legs are absolutely perfect. This thing's going to stand on its own, and it's going to be awesome. Okay? So that's what we got now. Okay, see that? Creepy deal? Okay? It's not that creepy. There's a lot of money to be made off this stuff still. I think we got another decade left, and then it's over before the younger generation throws them all in the fucking garbage and is an idiot. Maybe they'll be worth more later. Down the road. So the arms you always put on. Okay, now we're come through the armhole upstairs. Same size. Same side. Let me turn it your way, okay? Okay, same side. This string comes up on this leg, okay? And this side comes up from this leg up through this side of the pelvis pen, as I showed you, and comes out this arm. All right? So then you take the string and okay, you got to have the right frickin' arm first because I'm doing it backwards. Usually I'm looking at it, which that's what I'm going to do. And this would be your right arm. Now, always on the arms, you go on the inside. There's not like the legs where you go in on the outside of the leg, up through the pin, down over the top of the pin, back out through the side and the inside of this leg. You always go on the outside. Like, look at the arm here. See that? See the arm? This is the back of the hole. Okay, this is the back. You go through the back side. Now, see how that kind of gets on there? It's real hard to do these videos with your hands in the way, but see how that goes on there? Now you stick the string back up through the top of the head. See where the head goes? And then you pull that tight. Now you got yourself an arm. Do the other side. Now remember, this is 2mm round rubber elastic from Hong Kong. I don't buy it from America. It's the only American product I don't purchase because they want way too much money for it. Probably because idiots destroyed their companies and they have to charge more. I pay $12 free shipping, so I get 40 millimeters of it. In this case, I got 120 millimeters, I think. So that's like a couple football fields, actually. So I can restring until I'm dead. So now we got the arm sticking out a little bit at this point. So don't worry about that. That means there's too much tension. So while you got the doll like this, what you do is you just kind of stretch this out a little bit. Get everything gone. Make sure you don't twist anything. Make sure the string's coming up through, around, and straight up. It hasn't gotten tucked around. You got 2 strings straight up and down there. The legs are looking good. You got the string over the pin and coming out through the outside. So that's fine. Everything's together. Now, what you do is you go like this. This is the important part of the stringing process, okay? Because right now you got this. Now, a lot of people keep trying to go loose to get the arms loose, but the arms will loosen up if you do it my way. And you got to use the right string. I mean, this is 2mm string. Everyone's using this like 0.08mm string. That shit is so tight. I mean, it's not even holding the doll together correctly. I mean, just stop doing that. Or just send it to somebody that knows what they're doing. Ask the person, are you restringing? And let them do it themselves or learn. Okay, so here we go. Now I run around twice. Okay, I went around twice. I went like this, around once and around twice. That's 3 times. See how that's 3 times? Tighten it like that. And I come back and look. A lot of times this particular arm will stick out like that, but don't worry about that because he'll come down later. See, starting to come down now. See that? You just got to kind of keep the tension right. And then once the string drops back in there, the arm will drop down. So if you think you're too tight, you probably aren't. And these arms kind of are a little squirrely anyhow until they get into a uniform. And the uniform usually keeps them down in place better. So right now that's about as tight as I want to go. Usually this string is going to like stop, right? Like it's going to be like no more tightness. That's kind of the gauge I go. Just don't try to go too tight and then quickly hold that and take your second knot and zip it down there. I usually go twice or 3, 2 knots. Pull it out. I have multiple sharp-ass scissors. These are just scissors I use for cutting nylon and packages open. Then I got a pair of laser Scott scissors. If you're going to be trimming uniforms and stuff, go buy a pair of Scott scissors at your local hardware store. Scotts are the sharpest. Now we've got ourselves a perfectly strung doll that anybody that purchases something from you, which I charge a lot of money for my stuff. I mean, I charge an arm and a leg because everything is completely redone perfectly. And he's looking pretty good. I'll stretch the elastic out a little bit in the arms later. And now we've got a perfect creepy ass Mego doll. And that thing's tight. It'll pose however it wants. You put that in a uniform, and that thing is going to be sweet. I'll probably put this in, I don't know, this probably will go in a Tarzan doll because I got a full Tarzan uniform, so that's probably what I'll throw this on is Tarzan. And then I got Tarzan's original knife, which would be the last one, I think, on the face of the planet. So I was looking for original ones. People want $50, $30 to $50 for original Tarzan knife. I'm not into it. But I've got so many other bodies right now, but this one I'm probably going to use for Captain America or Tarzan. I'm not sure yet. But most likely it's going to be Tarzan because he's ready to go. And this doll is just feels great. Look at that, real tight. The right. She uses till 2 millimeter string, so the arms still come out a little bit, and then they snap back in. See, that's how that arm sits down now, because it's tight, but it's still loose. So the arms aren't going sticking all over and or jacked up, and the thing can't stand on itself because, I mean, people are tying knots. Now, it'll loosen up in time here, so don't worry. I mean, like right now, he's getting ready to, wanting to get a little too tight. And just usually by loosening it, pull the legs and the torso, pull the arms out a little bit, and try to keep the knot in the middle of the neck so it doesn't get caught over here on the shoulder. A lot of things that people do wrong. So just take your time, and there you go. Bang. Fucking put him in a fucking fighting position. If he's Captain America, you can turn his hand. He can hold his shield perfectly, not falling down like this. You can put his arm up. He'll hold the shield up perfectly. Or you can put the knife in Tarzan's hand and turn it like this, and he can have the knife, and you got yourself a nice tight doll. Boom, done, out. Learn from an old man that just turned 53 today, all right? And your shit will sell for more money later.